Let her go, because we haven't had a girl up yet. Go ahead. Let her go first. Ladies first, right? Yeah, now you guys can't call me a misogynist. You see that? Now you guys can't call me a misogynist. What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
I have a question about what do you think women should be doing if you do believe that we are supposed to be submissive and following a role of the husband, which I do believe in Catholicism, having the man as a leader. But I do believe in having an education, which is why I'm here at the University of Florida. And so I just want your opinions on that.
So I understand that we live in a different world. I understand that inflation is high, cost of living is high. You need a dual income a lot of the times to make it. But what I say is, like, I think women should be prioritizing a family and finding a guy over school. I'm not saying, like, don't go to school at all, but I think that women put way too much of an emphasis on education, traveling, being a whore, partying, you know, and having their fun, right? Girls just want to have fun. There's a reason why that song was a hit song since the 1980s, etc. And men are like a distant, like 6th or 7th place. Like in my first book, I talk about this. Like most women, when you ask them, like, hey, peg your priorities, like men in a relationship and marriage is like 6th, 7th place. And it's only until women get older that they start to change their priorities. But by then, a lot of the times, they're not in a commanding space to get a certain caliber of guy anymore, right? If you're a 30-year-old woman, right, who's dated around, make $100,000 a year, etc., you're not going to be the same as a guy that makes $100,000 a year that's 30 years old, right? Like men respond to different things than women do, and I think one of the biggest lies we tell women is that, like, getting a career, getting an education is going to be the path to finding a guy, and quite frankly, it actually hurts you by doing that.
Well, I still believe in getting an education, but there is over 50% of marriages that do get divorced. So when it comes to those situations and you have single mothers, most of the time, I mean, you have single mothers and alimony, which is not guaranteed. So during that time, should a woman be
also
working?
keep in mind who initiates the divorce 80% of the time?
Women.
It's the women. So, you know, and this is what I'm trying to say, like, this is why feminism is so pernicious, because it incentivizes women to marry you and then divorce you. Because if you look at it, the man in a relationship is supposed to, like, provide, you know, provisioning, protection, etc., right? All these different things. And the woman's supposed to provide sexual access. If you get divorced, you are still on the hook for those responsibilities while she's not. So it's a completely rigged system, which is why I tell guys, like, don't get married with the state. Puts you in a very bad spot, especially if you're a higher earner. Because what ends up happening is women become incentivized to divorce you and take your resources. They transfer the wealth from the state to her. And if you don't comply, you go to jail.
But in the belief, if you do believe in the sacrament of marriage, like in Catholicism, then you wouldn't believe in divorce and you'd believe in seeking resources instead.
Yeah, that's an ideal situation, but women always reserve the right to be Christian and Catholic until they're not happy anymore in the relationship, and then they you know, become secular for a couple of months, initiate the divorce, then they go back. You know what I mean? So divorce is heavily incentivized in our society. And there's an entire industry behind it. We're talking about family court lawyers, judges, court systems. You know, it's a billion-dollar industry.
And what would you propose that your solution to divorce is, if there's so many men that do sleep around and then have that habit going into marriage?
Well, my suggestion is that guys have to understand female nature and pick the right one, and, you know, date meticulously and vet women, you know, almost to an excruciating detail point, and make sure that she's not going to come in and f life up. Because we have way more to lose than women do.
Thank you.
No problem. No questions.
Yo, Myron, what's your view on DEI?
Stupid.
Then why do you still have that black fella on your podcast, Coconuts?
Funny joke. Well, I started the podcast with Fresh, and I'm going to end it with Fresh. I don't leave my people behind.
All right. And I also wanted to talk about a more topical subject about Epstein and Jewish influence in the United States.
Sure.
I'm sorry?
Sure.
What is your, like, how do you think that Jeffrey Epstein got his position in Bear Stearns at such a young age with little experience?
Nepotism and being Jewish.
Did it have anything to do with Israeli intelligence?
I think at this point it's pretty much confirmed that he was Israeli intelligence.
I think it's interesting because you've talked about a lot of podcasts about chartdojo.io, and you've talked about, like, all these things and how it's such a useful tool for traders. Don't you think that he could have used that to get in his experience?
Use what?
Chartdojo.io.
I don't know what that is.
You've talked about it on several podcasts, Maton's podcast, Abraham's Exchange. You talked about it with Luke Belmar.
Wait, it's called what?
Chartdojo.io.
Chart.
You've talked about it all the time, the back testing trading subject, where it provides you real AI analysis based on real trades.
Okay, I've never.
You've talked about it all the time?
This guy's trying to promote. Yeah, no, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Are you sure?
I don't recall what you're talking about.
But
AI
you've talked
trading?
about it multiple times. You said you support it. You, Fresh, Luke Belmar.
AI trading?
Yeah. Back testing trading simulator that provides real AI analysis on your trades on real historical market data.
No,
You've talked about it all the time.
I never have, dude. I don't know what you're
Dude,
talking
the
about.
ASU frat leader profit mocked Clavicular because he used it.
All right, this guy just. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but that's fine.
Thank you. Shukran.
All right. That was strange.
Thank you.
Yeah, someone said L-ad in the back. It's all good, man. Hi.
Hi. So you think women?
He's probably
deserve,
Jewish, chat. Leave him alone.
So you
What's
think
up?
women deserve
Real
less?
life chat.
So background: I've been enlisted in the military. I'm in ROTC right now.
Okay.
Why do you think a woman in the military is any less than a man, except for physical aspects? First of all. Second of all, 75% of healthcare support workers are women. What are you going to do if all those women start going home and making sandwiches and that's all they do? What is your economy going to do? What is your military going to do? Think about it. Like, actually think about that. Tell me about that.
You're in the American military?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay. Because you have an accent, so I wasn't sure if you're like, are you like dual citizen?
Yeah.
What country?
Britain. And I'm also a Zionist Jew.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
you think I have loyalty to what about to America, what about to Britain that I would proudly serve and die for?
Well, first and foremost, I think having dual citizens in the armed forces is a big L. That's not good. And then number two, the reason why I don't think women should serve in combat positions is because women are physically inferior to men in every way.
What
And I
about all
think
the
it weakens-
non-combat positions? Think
was that?
about that.
What was that?
Non-combat positions. The army's not just grunts.
Of course, that's why I said combat positions. They shouldn't be in the front lines because I'd
That's
be
fine.
pissed off if I was in the infantry and I had a woman in my squad that can't even drag me to safety. You're only as strong as your weakest component. And,
Okay,
you know,
bar that. What happens if all the women go home and they just like making babies all the time and in the kitchen making sandwiches?
we'd have a
What
way
about
better society.
healthcare?
We'd have a
What
way
about
better
the
society.
economy? Almost 47% of the workforce is women. So
Yeah,
after they
that's-
all go home,
Yeah. Yeah.
what happens to your economy?
It would be better.
You think it would be better?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys would be making sandwiches and we'd have nuclear families and the men can work and, you know, do what they're supposed to do.
It's
And,
2026. We have dual income households that can still barely get by.
yep. And this is why feminism is a huge problem.
So you're blaming feminism for that?
Yeah. It's led to a lot of problems.
Not
yeah.
the economy, not like Republican governors, not the government, tariffs, not Trump
Well,
doing
that's
all
another
that.
problem. Like women have the right to
Definitely not
vote.
that.
I think we should take the 19th away too.
That's
I think we
crazy.
need to repeal the 19th as well. Oh, they get triggered and just walk away. Okay. Shout out to
Okay.
That's nuts that we have dual citizen people in our armed forces. That's crazy.
Hi, Myron.
Yo.
So you've been talking a lot about all the problems with women and all the harm they've been doing to men. But
Well,
I think
feminism.
with feminism. But I think
That includes
like,
both men and women.
Lots of women are being exploited and victimized by men. So I just wanted to know, do you stand in solidarity with fellow UF student and American patriot Maddie Kowalski?
I don't know who that is, but that's you?
Maddie Kowalski is a great person.
Okay. I'm assuming that's probably you or something.
She was victimized and had videos leaked against her will on this campus.
I'm not familiar with the story.
Very sorry. Thank you, Myron.
No worries.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
What makes you think that someone is worth something? What makes someone worth something? If you, no, I'm done.
Yeah, can you like be a bit more specific? That's a very broad.
What traits of a person or qualities makes them worth something? You like to say that women are worth less, so you must know what makes someone worth something.
A girl that's not a slut.
That Wow, that was so philosophical, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it's
bro.
pretty straightforward.
Any woman with self-respect
simple.
would never talk to you, bro. So tell me, why, what makes you think that women deserve less, bro? And I know so many great women with pride, self-respect, morality. Bro, what type of woman do you talk to on the daily basis? What are the women that you attract that you talk to? What type of woman are they? Not saying that there's anything wrong with OnlyFans girls. There's
a lot wrong with them.
They may lack some self-respect. That doesn't make them worthless. They may feel like they're worth less and less, but that doesn't make them worth less, bro. But those are the women you talk to that feel like they are worth less. You've never talked to an actual great woman in your life with pride, with humanity, with dignity. You have no idea what those words even mean, bro, because you don't convey it. You don't express it. You are hurting these women and you don't care. What do you think of morality, bro? Is morality an important trait? To be moral and compassionate and empathetic, is that important?
Damn, this guy's really trying to get laid tonight. Okay. Yeah, so here's the thing, dude. Men and women are different, okay? Girls that are sluts are not respected because it's easy. Guys that are capable of being sluts are respected because it's hard. It's not easy for guys to attract women, but it's very easy for women to attract men. It's just very simple. So the barrier to entry is low, so therefore it's not respected.
Dog, you did not
as far as
answer-
like, go ahead.
You didn't answer my question. I'm asking about morality. Do you believe morality and empathy and compassion are important things in this world?
Well, you can be polite to girls that are 304s, but that doesn't mean you have to date them.
Dog, nothing you say is polite. You disrespect their humanity in every way. That is the
For telling the truth? If you do OnlyFans, that you're a whore?
Bro, no man who has ever been treated well by a woman would act like you. You've clearly been scarred horribly, bro, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened. Whatever happened to you, I am so sorry that it has made you that way. I would hate to live a life where I'm a person, bro. That would make that is the saddest, the darkest life possible, and I feel sorry for you, bro. You have no compassion. The things that make us human, you have none of, bro.
Besides your
You have
emotional
none
arguments,
of.
like what is your actual like?
That was none
What
of
is
that
your
was,
actual argument?
that women have pride, dignity, humanity, and you deny them all of that. What
Okay.
defines dignity? Self-respect, strength, self-worth, humility. Yes, exactly.
And these are all traits that OnlyFans girls and thoughts don't have.
Yeah, the only ones you talk to, bro. That's why you don't know, because they're the only. I'm sorry, because those are the only ones that you talk to.
No, we
That's
brought
why
plenty
you
of
do
girls
not
on our
know.
show that have PhDs, master's degrees, higher education. We brought girls from all different walks of life, man.
And you, I'm sure you disrespected them, huh?
Well, a lot of them are dumb, if we're going to be honest. Not all, but a lot of them are. A lot of them lack critical thinking skills despite higher education.
All right, so you never answered my question. Women with dignity, self-respect, humility, self-worth. There's none of them. They don't exist on this planet because I know thousands. I know.
Of course they
hundreds of
exist,
them.
but they're a minority.
All right, so then some women do deserve equal as men. You just admitted it. They have dignity. Why would they deserve any less? You just admitted it.
Look, bro, like
If you want to make a
it's
generalization,
not all or nothing. Like we're speaking in generalities here.
Oh, you're speaking in generalities.
Yes,
How
this
do
is how
you-
the world works. We speak in generalities.
Yeah, you only know what's general.
There's always going to
because
be
those are the
exceptions to
only
the
women you
rule
talk to.
every time. But what I'm saying for the guys here is that the dating landscape has changed significantly, and guys need to prepare for the new normal. Your methodology of being a simp no longer works. Okay, like putting on the cape for women and being the nice guy and fighting for them and everything else like that. That's not respected. Okay.
Regardless of whatever they lack that you think they lack, they're still human beings. So you think it's okay to hurt other human beings. That's your whole, bro, you are hurting people. I don't care whether they're women, whether they're the races that you discriminate against. You are hurting people. Do you not care that you are hurting people, bro?
The only thing I can do is tell the truth. I'm not in control of other people's feelings and how they respond to the
You haven't made a
truth.
single
So
philosophical
if I tell the truth,
bro, you haven't made a single philosophical argument. I'm giving you real profound philosophical arguments.
no,
and
you've just
you're-
been
and
like
you're- bro,
vomiting emotional arguments.
Bro, you're answering them with women deserve less because they're sluts. That is your argument, bro. How did you rise to fame as an intellectual? Calling a woman a slut is not an argument.
No, I'm saying men shouldn't commit to sluts.
Okay. All right, so that's your
Big
argument.
difference.
No, but you're actually saying women deserve less. So and you're saying you're making generalizations, but saying women deserve less, that doesn't sound like a generalization.
It is.
Woman.
When you date a girl or when you're dealing with women, you have to give them less. In today's landscape, you can't be a gentleman anymore. Chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
Give me a philosophical argument as to why.
I just explained it. Women have changed. They have their own money. They have their own status. They're educated now. So a nice regular guy no longer cuts it. So men not only have to be attractive and competent and, educated and have money. They have to compete. So what I tell guys is you have to deal with the new normal because average women no longer want average men. So you must be above average.
Okay,
So this is why they deserve less.
Okay, I'll respect that first part, but I don't understand how that equates to them deserving less, bro. They've elevated themselves in society. Why do they deserve less now?
Yeah, see, this rhetoric right here is a big part of the problem.
Bro?
Like
I think hate speech is a part of the problem.
Hate
I think
speech?
inhumanity is a part of the problem.
It's really truth speech.
Bro,
because
you hear how your only argument is I'm speaking the truth. I give you an argument and you say, yeah, but I'm speaking the truth. That's
I
your
am.
one argument.
Men and women are biologically different.
You just made the same argument.
Here's the thing. Men and women are biologically different, and your egalitarian worldview of, pedestalizing females is just not going to work for
I'm
the
not
majority
putting
of guys.
them on a pedestal. I'm saying
you quite literally are.
I'm
You
putting
quite
them on
literally
a
are.
pedestal compared to your terms, but I'm saying they deserve the same amount as us, bro. They are human
I just
beings.
told you egalitarian.
I know many great
equality
women.
doesn't work.
I
between
know
men and
many
women.
great women, and if they have to struggle to survive to do OnlyFans, it's because men put them in that position, bro. You need some historical context, bro.
Oh man.
Yo, even if they are doing OnlyFans and even if they are wrong for it, they're still human beings, bro. Treat people with dignity. Have some respect, bro. They're humans. All right, I'm gonna end on that.
All right. There you go. That's actually very interesting and revealing. Guys, that is why women behave the way that they do.